showed me the other ones.
Powered by Riverside.
Alright, Poppy, ready?
We're back.
Would you rather do 30 push-ups in 30 seconds or do 30 seconds of wall squats? Let's get physical. Let's get physical.
Okay. I know I got criticized from the principal. Sorry, Mr. Dermo. But yes, I would rather do push-ups.
Prove it.
Let's pick rock scissors. What would you rather do?
I'll let you pick for me. Let's go. Whoever loses picks for the other.
Wait.
If I lose, I pick for you. If you lose, I pick for you. Best out of 3.
Just give me a pick.
Ready? That's fun. Ready? Let's rock and roll. I'm going rock again. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, I told you.
All right.
Go ahead. Do push-ups.
All right.
Go. Prove it.
Okay.
Let's get physical. We're gonna talk about fitness today.
Yeah,
All right,
all right.
30. Ready?
Timer.
Go. See if you can do push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28, 28, 9, 30. Belong. Yeah, so you can.
Yeah.
I heard out there that you know how to do push-ups. So
Yeah.
anyways. So
You gotta tell Broadway Joe.
so we read an article. It's kind of where we're going into. You tired of what?
Yeah.
You're getting old, man.
I'm old.
Yeah. So this article.
There's some gray hairs right here, but I shaved them off yesterday. All right, we're back. No gray hairs. Go for
How you should change your workouts
Yeah.
once you hit 40.
it.
And then forward, right?
You just turned 40,
Okay.
and I already felt it. I mean, every age feels different. You start feeling different in your 30s.
Oh,
But yeah, so this is a big deal for both of us. We talk about this stuff.
Yeah, so it talks about how, and we've kind of gone back and forth, how you would, like lift weights, for example, because not everybody lifts weights, but how you lift it when you're in your 20s. In
Teens,
comparison-
20s,
yeah,
30s,
especially
yeah.
like high school to like
Yeah.
college years and then after, right?
Yeah.
And I know I've noticed a difference in how I go about my like scheduling my workouts, right?
Yeah.
And so in high school, college, what was working out all about? Like for you,
Getting swole.
getting big, right?
Everything was looks.
Looks. It was about appearance and
That's right. Everybody wants to do curls, right? Curls is
curls for the girls, right?
That's right.
And so I remember it was all about appearance, and I remember I was at one point there was a small window of time in my life that I was really trying to get a six-pack. It's like, oh, I want to get abs, and forget all that. I'm done with it. You know what? We all have abs,
That's right.
but some of us hide it better than others.
They're there. And
They're
now,
there.
now we can just buy the T-shirt,
Oh yeah.
and then we have
You
abs.
gotta work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
So, but in your early, teens and 20s, it was all about like appearance.
Uh-huh.
And as you get older, I know for a fact now, like, there's days where I'm like, all right, I gotta take a day off because not only do I feel sore, I feel like not just physically, if I'm physically tired, it kind of leaks into, everything else. And I'm just like, I feel like, man.
You definitely feel in your body, yeah. Absolutely.
So, and it's good, like, it's good to rest.
Mhm.
So, I changed my workout routine. I never used to be a morning person. Never.
Yeah.
But now, like, I absolutely feel like...
You might check you every day faithfully. You're there at 5.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Like, I wake up at 4:02
Yeah.
a.m. and then I get ready and I'm in the gym before 5. And then I'm out by 5:45 to go home, get ready, shower, change, come to work.
You shower now.
And so someone's like, well, how come you don't wake up at 4 a.m.? So I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, 4 a.m. So I wake up at 4:02. But This article talked about like the importance of not really like changing what you do, but how you do it, right? And it talked about, I think the biggest takeaway that I got from this article is a New York Times article, right? And it talked about how you should become more functionally fit, using different equipment to strengthen your functional abilities, right?
The coolest part about the article, well, I mean, the definitive one for me was the double-edged sword. Once we get to a certain age, that we can get away with a lot until we can't.
Until you can't.
The body's very resilient. You can get away with a lot until you can't.
And so for guys, especially for guys, and I don't know where I have it. You had this graphic, right? That as we age, guys.
God. My son sent me this. This is, look at that.
The testosterone levels.
Look at that, right around, just a crash all the way from 20 years old.
And that's a natural.
Yeah, this is normal. This is average testosterone level, and then the 300 is like, you don't want it to be below there. So I'm approaching that 50-ish. I'm 44 right now.
But it's just a natural thing. Like our testosterone levels typically decline, and for some people, it declines even quicker.
So I'm telling you, I could feel it. Just my energy is different now. And I would say the last 10 years since I've been working out, it's like, if I go for a run, it's not, oh man, I want to get cut. It's more like, I want my brain to work today. I need oxygen in my brain. If I lift, it enhances your body's natural testosterone levels. But the older I get, the more I have to be careful. I heard this from my mom. You got to warm up. You have to warm up. The older you get, you have to warm up. There'll be times I get out of bed and I take one step and I hurt my ankle.
Because up here,
done for the day.
Up here, we think, I still feel like I'm 20.
Yeah.
But your body,
away with it. We can get away with a lot until we can. Now
but
I can't
your
get out
body
of bed.
can't keep. Like, and I feel that when I play softball still. I'm like, oh man, and I'm running like, oh man, I'm like, the next day I just feel my legs are just shot. But
pull my hamstrings for the first time in my mid-30s. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where mentally we think like we can do certain things, but our body starts to lag as we get older.
Yeah.
And so, like, basically after reading this article, it's like, okay, how have we changed the way we work out?
Yeah.
How do we exercise? And there's so many great exercises people can do. From, I mean, not just lifting weights, but cardio fitness. Oh, I forgot about that. Like the cardio fitness aspect is so important for us because the increase of blood flow to your body, and that right there in itself, just getting your organs more oxygen and more blood is everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest things. Like for me, a lesson from the pandemic that I got was how important it is to take care of our health, right? And people need to think, what's my health? And it's not just physical, because exercising is not just physical, it's mental, improving your mental health, improving your emotional health, improving like your spiritual health. So the more physically active you are, the more physically healthy you are.
You know, it's funny. One thing that has really taken off in the last few years since it came out was the magic blue pill, right? Viagra. And the issue.
Well, why did it start?
But that's it, because what is it? It's a blood flow issue. So if you're having circulation issues, and if there's the other one, so that's why this thing's getting so big. It's like even the food we eat.
What was it? It was a blood pressure medicine. Right?
Yeah. They for some for circulation, right? And I think I posted it that in Europe, somebody that, we were talking about when you go on vacation, you tend to come back skinnier, you lose weight or something like that. And they said,
like what they put in the food.
In Europe, in the United States, 57% of our foods have ultra processed preservatives in there. There are ultra processed foods. 57% of what we eat in Europe is 12%.
And it's much. And the thing is, it's so much more expensive to eat healthier. It's cheap to eat like crap.
Yeah, I love Sprouts, but damn,
it's expensive, or Whole Foods or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing about, and this is why exercise is important, and I always try to encourage, like, you know, my friends and my family, like, hey, like, do something, like, work out. I know it's so hard to wake up in the morning. It is like every day I wake up and I'm like, damn, I don't want to do this. Yeah. And then I just basically I snap out of it, and it's part of my routine. Yeah. And if I don't go, I don't feel like I don't feel like I can think as clear. I don't feel like I'm as awake.
Don't feel like you can fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the cheat code.
Oh,
you know, like I have
we
to.
lose it.
I
Thank you.
have.
We lose the cheat code.
And
Thank you.
T told me the cheat code today. He remembered the cheat code Mike Tyson punch out. But
005, and that's what I mean.
yeah, 800-753-67 or something like that. I can't remember. I probably got it wrong. But basically, what it, you know, why exercise is also so important is because we blood flow, oxygen to the rest of your body, but like as we get older, our cognitive abilities, there you go. Our cognitive abilities tend to decline naturally, right?
Yeah.
And they did a study as like, okay, they compared 50-year-olds, those who had a more active lifestyle.
Einstein said he lost his creativity in his 40s. So yeah, to that point. Anyway, sorry.
And so, why is exercise so important? Okay, is basically the brain is very demanding, and if you're not doing enough to maintain it, then naturally it's just going to start to decline. So why is cardio so important? Well, I wrote it down here somewhere. If your cardio fitness is compromised, if you're not keeping up, then basically you become more unsmart. You get dumb.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a natural thing, so it's important to kind of stay active and get that blood flow, get that oxygen in the blood, and also, you know, if you stop moving, you start dying, right? And I kind of like mentioned to you, like our grandparents. Yeah, and well, like for example, my parents. My dad's 75.
Yeah.
He don't look 75.
No. Yeah. Well,
like he don't look 75. Like he has great hair, whatever, but like the way he moves, the way he carries himself.
You know, Pete Carroll is 72. The coach of the Seattle Seahawks. That's crazy. Dude, you see him run down the sidelines? That's insane. He's 72.
And that shows you, like, look at like famous people like Schwarzenegger, right, or Stallone. Yeah, they take extra supplements. They probably take steroids, but
I mean, there's extra supplements, but then
it talks about
there you go, right?
So
makes
if
you
maintain
younger.
that, and so more what you're seeing nowadays is especially men and even women too. I know that women sometimes get prescribed testosterone replacement therapy because if your hormone levels are offset, then it tends to like lead to other issues.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to have an extreme high levels of estrogen in comparison to your testosterone. And so if your testosterone levels tend to decline as you get older, oftentimes a doctor will prescribe you, you know, this testosterone replacement therapy to kind of offset it. And it's not like to make you super like big or anything. No, it's just your body tends to
not only bring
function
your
better.
body back, it brings your brain back.
Yes. And so I know a couple of people that get prescribed that by the doctor, and they're like, man, I feel so much better. I can think better. I have more energy. Energy is what everybody says.
Mental
Energy is like, I'm not exhausted after work. Like, I can think clearly and do things. I can go out to throw the trash without like, it's just those little things.
Yeah, my doctor says my T levels are okay, so he won't give me any.
Yeah, and that's why, again, it's important to stay active because the more active you are, your body's naturally producing it. So you don't need that. But if you're not, you know, pushing your body, then your body's going to start to go down and up, right?
Yeah, I mean, just like your testosterone level in that chart. But and then there's the guys that don't exercise, and there's that meme or that thing that you got to do our meme show one day, right? There's that meme that's saying if you exercise and run, do this and that, eat right, you're gonna die healthier. You know, the joke, right? So there is still a chance that you're gonna get some.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die, but there's still a chance you're gonna get cancer early, whatever. But it's just life is playing percentage. Like movie Moneyball, you're playing percentages.
But it's more about the quality of life. What kind of quality of life do you want later? And so that's what this article talks about is that, like, to improve the quality of life as you get older, you want to be able to pick up your kid or your grandkid or, you know, pick things up without having to, like, you know, throw your back at anything. And that's why, you know, it talks about other types of exercises that you can do. You know, yoga's popular, Pilates.
Yeah, there you go. Like chasing your grandchildren, lifting luggage.
To be able to do things. You're not going to run a marathon. I mean, some people do, right, when you're, you know, 70, 80.
Have you ever done anything like that?
No, I'm not crazy. I wake up at 4:02.
Yeah.
So, but that's why, like, exercise routines, like, I remember talking about those workouts, like P90X,
all the fads, right? Yeah.
Like even CrossFit, or like during the pandemic, Peloton took off. I bought a rower. You got a Peloton.
I bought a Peloton bike. Yeah.
And these are all great because they offer you a variety of different workouts.
Yeah.
I know for the longest time, I probably went about 15 years before I went back to the gym, like an actual gym. I worked out at home, right? Because it was just convenient. I didn't need a lot, and I used a lot of body type exercises, pull-up bar, elastic bands, weights and stuff like that.
But then there's like your downside to the gym, right?
Oh yeah,
which we'll get into.
Well, that's another part. Is why do people dread going to the gym? So there's something about gym etiquette that people should know. That we kind of take into, I don't know, we take it for granted that we expect people to know. But man, there's something called gym etiquette. Share the gym. And I think this is a good time to kind of go into some of the, we had a chance to talk to some people and ask them, what's your biggest pet peeve?
What's your biggest pet peeve?
In gym etiquette, what's your biggest pet peeve?
Dude, I love going to the gym. You have all the equipment in the world, a bunch of pointless things you could mess with, get creative with. Versus a home gym, you have limited things. You can still be creative at home, but there's nothing like the gym. But then when you go to the gym, you have to deal with what you have to deal with.
So we did a survey. We got some results. Let's get into that.
We got a lot of responses. Thank you for those who responded.
So we'll share some of the results that we got back. But let's go into some of these interviews.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's take a look.
Pet peeves in the gym, Tito. Talk to me.
Pet peeves in the gym. I'd probably have to say individuals who put a bunch of weight on their machines or on their bench, what have you, and just leave them there. That's number one. Number two, I hate it when people start doing a set. After their set is done, they start posing. If you start posing after your set, then the set wasn't hard enough. Woo! That's it.
All right, baby. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Gym etiquette, gym pet peeves, go.
Okay, disorganization. I'm trying to get my plate, and I have to move all these in order to get the small 10. And then sometimes people like to leave their set up, and I have to unmove.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Salgado, pet peeves, gym etiquette, go.
Well, I hate it when people sit at a machine and scroll the internet on their cell phones. What else?
Yeah.
I hate when people flex in the mirror. I hate when people make a lot of noise when they're lifting and they're not even lifting heavy, right? What else? I hate it when make eye contact with that talker in the gym.
Yeah.
You want to work out, you don't want to talk, right?
Yeah.
I also hate it when you have headphones on and people still come up and talk to you, right?
Yeah. We only got so many time, man. We got kids, right?
Yeah, exactly. Got to get in and out.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I hate it when people leave the machine all sweaty and then they don't clean it up, right? And you get on there and you don't know until you actually touch it and it's all disgusting. I hate that stuff.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you very much. That was good.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Keep it clean, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
like I was telling you with Clarissa's interview, former student graduated 2013, and she was talking about her big thing was she was talking about this, like when you stack on the 10 thing and you stack 35s, and like I see that all the time.
Unorganized, or
yeah, it's just unorganized, and then at the end, and I don't know if you can catch from the movie, the way she's pointed at the end, those are mine. She just like. She's like busting my ball. Like, it took me a second.
You're that guy, or
like why is she walking over? Like, dude,
you're talking about gym etiquette. You're that guy.
Yeah, she's busting my ball about it. But man,
Salgado, dude,
he got into it.
He's my spirit animal. Like everything he said, well, most of it, that's me. Like so I'll go into one of my pet peeves, and this is why I work out in the morning, because, and you'll notice the difference that people in the morning people. And afternoon, and there's even like midday people. Yeah. I've gone at all times. During the summer, I went midday, but when I first started going to the gym, I would go in the afternoon after work, and it's a cluster. It's a cluster, and people like
all the points I make are even worse. Yeah, now there's too many people getting away. Now you have to wait on machines, and then that's when you really experience your pet peeves kick in overdrive.
Yes. So Salgado talking about my biggest pet peeve is when people interrupt me, like the talker, right? There's always that talker, and don't get me wrong. Like if I'm walking in and I see you, I'm gonna say hi to you, what's up, how you doing, hey, good morning, or on my way out. But while I'm there, when I start, you texted me a couple times, right? And I'm changing my music, and I said, hey, I'll call you later. Or,
Yeah.
or
You text me, I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
yeah,
hey,
because
I
I'm
get
either just getting there or I'm changing the music.
We have so much
And
time.
so because I'm in a hurry, I'm in the morning.
Yeah.
People that go in the morning, you'll notice that they're there, they work out, they get in, they get out. You know,
I don't really see people hanging around trying to talk.
I have yet to see anybody set up a camera or like a podium or what do you call it, a tripod to record workouts, because it's different.
No.
I've noticed that most people, not all, most people that go in the morning, they're going in the morning right before the work. There's a few people that are getting there after work. It's a graveyard shift or whatever. They're getting there, they go work out and they go home and they sleep. But for me, I'm in a hurry, so it's like my pet peeve is like I don't talk to anybody, and the other thing is I don't like to interrupt anybody.
Yeah.
So like I try not to like engage with. I don't make eye contact with anybody. And that's why I wear those headphones that you can see. So that way, like, hey, I got these on. I can't hear you. These are noise canceling.
I have the earbud ones.
And so that way you can see, hey, I can't hear you. So, like, if you really need to talk or ask you, like, I'm not paying attention. I'm going to get out of your way. I'm not going to interrupt you. Don't interrupt me because I'm in a hurry and I got to get in and get out. And, you know, and we have our own workouts. And so mine are a little bit more quicker. Higher reps, but like one after another. So I'll go in from like a lat pull into like push-ups, and then boom, boom, boom. So I get a quick but effective workout. So that's my pet peeve.
I love what Tito go on and do it. What do you say that he's don't. Oh, when people get done with the set, they start like posing, they start flexing, and then he straight up just says it, right? If you're posing, flexing after, you didn't go hard enough. Like you're not doing something.
But I mean, that I get that, and I don't. The problem I have with that when people pose is if you're right in front of me, and I'm just like, oh, like, hey, I'm right. Like, that's why mirrors are there, because it also helps you make sure that you're maintaining proper form or whatever. But if I'm like doing like, you know, shoulder press or something, and you're like right in front of me, it's like, dude, come on, like, share the room. Like, it's not just you; it's other people.
It definitely hurts. Yeah,
So,
it definitely helps. There was some guy this morning that I was, you know, I was doing curls, right? And then there was some guy like standing right next to the amount of weight that I want to get, but he was just standing there like here's the weight, and he was just like standing here like this, and he was coaching some girl, and like giving her crap about I don't know what. I'm like, dude, this fool. So I finally kind of leaned over to him, got as close as I could to him, and then pick the weights out. I'm like, dude, freaking move!
Like, get out of the
move,
way.
dude!
Like, get out of the way.
Has to have some sense.
I feel like playing ludicrous.
And he's a personal trainer. I don't want. Oh, God.
Move!
Yeah.
Get out the way.
You should have interviewed.
But
It's bother you when people stand in front of the freaking weights and just so. But a lot of the responses because
put out a survey.
So
on our
especially in the
Instagram.
afternoon when there's only so much space, it's really packed. One guy said, Jalen, doing 30 cents of bench press. Now I know he's exaggerating. But I mean it's a great point. Like, dude, there's other things to do. You have to work muscles. It's just a sign that they don't necessarily know what they're doing. I love this one right here. It's my old boy Jason Holguin. Ego lift, right?
Okay.
And think they could curl 80s. So they're probably like swing in the
Like swing. They're not even like if you have to swing, you're not doing it right.
Some guy named Cracker J. F people. I love that. Thank you, Cracker J.
Cracker
Yeah,
J.
yeah.
I know who
It's
you
a
are.
boy.
Don't re-rack their weights. He's like, I can go on, but
Yeah.
so one thing that he said, and it kind of goes with what I'm. He says, people who dress up to work out like you're going to, dress up as if you're going to the club, right? So one of the things I like, your boy El Buddy said,
This guy runs a baseball team in Mexico.
yeah.
That's who. Yeah.
So he said people who carrying big bags for no effing reason, all they have in there is a protein shake. And you know what?
And I never thought of that before. Like, dude,
But
I've seen it.
that's a part of like there's a real it's gym culture, right? It's gym fashion. There's a culture to it where and you see there's different trends throughout, right? You know, Richard Simmons, headbands, and whatever, spandex. But right now you notice like I noticed that a lot of people have like these very specific gym bags.
Yeah.
Right, and you can put patches on it, and it has extra space for your supplements and different equipment. But it's like, dang, like what are you carrying in there?
I need my gym card, I need my keys, and I need my water bottle. And luckily, my gym is very good about the spray and the paper towels. So I don't have. That's all. So I have a little the little strap gym bag. What do you call them? The little ones. The stringy ones.
Okay. The sling ones.
Yeah, slingy ones. So I have a little one like that, and I just have a water bottle in there. It's the old Gatorade water bottle from the 80s. Remember that one?
You know what? And I
that's
carry
it.
and I would carry a smaller one. Keys. I have a jump rope in there. I have my wrist straps for deadlifts, and then my phone, and a water bottle. But I actually started carrying a gym bag because I have my foam roller. Dude, foam rollers are the best.
It's because you're old.
Exactly.
That's where we're at.
That's why.
That's
it's
where
like,
we're at.
It just to man, it gets those kinks out.
You know, when I first saw them, they had over here Solozano, Miss Solozano. She had one, and I used to think those were for some kind of exercise, and my wife finally showed me. Oh, she's like, no, it's for like working out little kinks, working out little balls.
And especially because like if I tend to hold a lot of stress in my back, my shoulder, so oftentimes I just lay it on, just like
carrying the weight.
It's like, oh my god,
I'm carrying the weight of the show. Yeah.
So I was got to carry it. But it's like, oh man, just roll out. That's the best. But coming back to gym fashion,
somebody's got to carry all the 5 followers.
And somebody like kind of mentioned what they said is like really dressing out is like sometimes it's just like, oh my god, like this is for the ladies. Like,
yeah.
Hey, if you got it, flaunt it, right? Like, great, you look great, whatever. But the only issue I have is like, okay, you're wearing like these super tight clothing made for gyms, but it's like, again, share the room, right? If I'm right here, it feels so uncomfortable. I know a lot of guys feel so uncomfortable. You're working out and they're like right in front of you, and you're just like, please don't like squat in front. Like, don't make. I don't want to look like a creeper. I'm not gonna like some. Like it's.
I brought my gym bag. Should I change them? We should demonstrate. Do it.
But it's just like, please give a demonstration. I'm over here.
Okay.
And I'm like, really? Like, come on, like, don't do that. Yeah. Like, be aware of where you're at. No, I mean, most people are great at it, but there's that small number of people. It's just like,
happens.
Don't make people feel uncomfortable. Guys, don't make ladies feel uncomfortable. Don't be a creeper and interrupt them mid workout and like, hey, how you doing? Like,
it is. Like, every once in a while, there'll be somebody that comes up. I'm in the middle of doing something, and then somebody comes up and tries to talk to me, and I'm like, what, is this too serious right now?
This guy's trying to spit game to a girl, and you can tell, like, dude, she don't leave her alone. Let her work out. You know, unless she's welcoming you, that's different. But most of the time, it's like they're in the middle of something, like a workout, like a set, and then you're interrupting them.
I'm
like,
paranoid.
Leave them alone.
About other women in the gym, just because, well, one, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, and then no, that's it.
Yeah, no,
I just don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
That's my thing too. Is I don't like being interrupted, so I'm not going to interrupt you either.
I try to walk around with my head down.
Yeah, dude, I don't make eye contact with anybody. And I've seen people. I have like some friends that have come up to me. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'll talk to you. I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be a punk.
Everybody's super brief.
Ignore you. Like, no, but it's just like, I'm not trying to get in anything, and I'm in a hurry. Yeah. So on my way out, if I see you, hey, I'm gonna go say what's up, I'm gonna give you a hug. If you're a good friend of mine.
Music, or what do you listen to?
Oh man.
No, like,
I have my.
Do you listen to music? Because I listen to like podcasts and books on tape.
No, I listen to music, and because I wake up early, I have to get something like. Yeah. So System of the Down, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine, Pantera, like. Hard. It's just, and I don't blast it, but it's there. Toxicity is like, when I walk into the gym, I play Toxicity. System of Down, Toxicity. That's my walk-in gym. My walk-in song, right?
I have a hard time getting pumped up, I think, because I listen to like podcasts and books on tape, and because that's.
Well, I'll do that if I'm on the treadmill.
Well, here's the thing: you could read. I never read.
I don't read. So, I'm not a reader.
Then every time I ask you a question, like, oh, I was reading this thing, I don't want to hear.
Oh, well, I don't read books.
I'm not that smart. But so that's what I do. I listen to books on tape, stuff like that, because otherwise, no information is going in my head.
Yeah.
So anything I know is because.
So I'll listen to podcasts, that tequila podcast I told you about. If I'm on the Stairmaster or the treadmill, I'll listen to a podcast. But if I'm like lifting, I need something that's gonna pump me up and get me going. So that's typically what I go to. But one of the other comments that somebody made on the survey, they didn't say who they were, but I'm pretty sure I know who it is. So they said, "What's your biggest pet peeve?" It says, "I'm not poor. I have a home gym."
Beautiful.
Hashtag bougie.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but home gyms are great, man. I worked out at home for the longest time. Just having like elastic bands, free weights, and pull-up bar.
I like it because you can do weird exercises without feeling like you're being judged. Or if I'm doing some forming without work, I do weirder stuff at home. Versus like I won't do jump rope at the gym because I don't want people staring at me. I'll do it
if
at
I
my
do
house.
jump rope,
I'll do more ab work
I'll
at
do
my
it
house.
in the corner where there's nobody around. But I don't know, like I don't because I don't want to get into people's way. But jump roping is amazing.
I don't like running a treadmill, so
I like running
paths around my house. That's why I bought the Peloton.
And that's why I got the row machine, is because I don't like to run.
The row machine's great.
And it's amazing. It's a great investment. So I think one of the most valuable investments you can make is in your health, yourself. And so, again, coming back to what I said earlier, is one of the biggest things that I learned, from the pandemic and I made a promise to myself, is to take care of my health. It's just not just physical health, it's mental health, it's emotional health, and all that is connected. So going to the gym is not just for your physical, but it's for your mental. Yeah. And you think clearer, and the clearer you think, the more you can control your emotions. I feel like since I really started to get consistent with exercising, that I can keep my emotions in check. Don't get me wrong, we all get upset, we all get mad or angry, but I don't get as angry as often, or mad or upset.
Yeah, I'm able to stay composed. That is true.
But not always. Some people still piss me off.
No, it's not always, but you're better able to handle stress.
You
better
can
able to handle stress. And whenever I hear this is what we both do. You do IB, UAP, whatever. Whenever kids go, that's the biggest thing I can tell them. Like, look, if you've never worked out, you should start because you're gonna need it. It's very good for your brain. Forget. Even if I don't want to look. No. Don't worry about any of that. Just
there's different types of workouts. And yoga, Pilates.
And some people like, I don't feel like it right now. I don't have enough time. And I remember I used to go earlier. This is like 10, 15 years ago at the old Jocks and Jills over here, and class gym. So I used to go in there, and I used to always see these two old men in the morning always working out. Hey Nick, how you doing? Hey, what's going on here? And I didn't go for a few days, and then when I came back, I said, hey Nick, where you been? Oh, well, stupid excuses. And he's like, Nick, even on your bad days, just go.
Yeah.
Because if you go, a bad day in the gym is better than no day at the gym.
Exactly.
So 5 minutes is better than zero.
Repeat that again.
So a bad day in the gym is better than no day at the gym. Yeah. And it's
bad day at the gym.
Just show up.
It's still
good for your brain.
It's still better than a bad day without
at any level.
Yeah.
At any level.
So invest in your health. It's good for everything, physical, emotional,
Day one
mental.
comes before day two.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not in shape. I'm gonna stop. I mean, we had all these talks with our own.
The hardest thing that for me is getting started. Yeah. But once I get started, it's really good. So, but yeah, that's the week.
That's the week.
Yeah, wrap it up. So stay active, take care of your health, live longer.
Are you doing best of week?
Yeah, let's get into it. Oh, best of week.
Okay.
Best of week. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Sphere in Las Vegas.
It's badass.
Dude, that thing is
so. I thought it was fake when first year was gonna come out. Before it was done, I was like, that's not real. No, it's real.
Somebody said like when they went. So U2 had a concert. If you've never seen it, look up Sphere Las Vegas. That thing. Somebody said it's a visual orgasm. Like just being in there, and the effects the concert had U2 had put on the concert. Yeah. And it was mind blowing. Yeah. I mean, it's like inside, and it's just covered with like a bunch of screens all over.
Yeah.
But the outside part's cool because you can see it from a distance, especially at night, and they have different themes, different looks. But the U2 concert, that was like when I saw the visual effects along with the concert. I love concerts.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would be an epic concert to go to in the Sphere.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the future, and if they have more concerts,
I know you can actually go in there.
yeah, you can. It's crazy. So best of the week, U2 concert, Sphere Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What you got?
Mine is on a different spectrum. It is the fact that it's come out recently that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have been separated for 7 years. So when the whole slap happened,
6 years.
6 years?
7 years.
They weren't like they weren't even together at the time. And then it came out that like Chris Rock asked her out, and she's like, "No, I'm still married."
Oh.
And I'm thinking, wait, did she tell Will Smith that, and that contributed to the slap that night, or whatever? All I know is, man, hey, Tupac had it right. He got out, right? Tupac got out. It's like, oh, we're soulmates, obviously, because he left.
You posted that Tupac dodged this boy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I wish you could have done
She's
that.
toxic, toxica.
Toxica.
I love the
man.
toxic girls, right? Yeah, I love them
Man,
toxic women.
that's crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, I wonder how much validity there is to that, but just a thought.
Dude, man, ruin his career. Yeah, I mean, you're in a bad place if you're not thinking, because he's
You can tell.
he's one of the biggest things, the biggest stars in the world when that happened, and now
You're talking about Will
I can't even
Smith.
watch Aladdin. I can't watch Aladdin because it has a genie Will Smith.
He sees
I have
the
a hard
world.
time. I can't. One of my favorite songs ever is the song "Summertime," and so we make the reels. You know how many times I want to put "Summertime," but I just refuse. I won't. It's done. I don't want to know. Sipping ain't easy. Sipping ain't easy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame. It's a shame.
All right, baby. Got it.
Another one. Thanks for
Till
joining.
next time.
Till next time.